Hope you enjoy the rain. Glad to see some wood scrap there. You're half dead. That's the rumor. Go, beastie, go. Just check that skronk out. It's a fine way to ride. You've discovered Fanaki leaves, the densest jungle in the land. Better get hacking. Another quarrel spot. Back in the days, there were things here. Now, it's all gone. History is nothing but a series of stories. Rubber scrap. Great for when you need a bit of flex. Chop it up. Stories keep moving whether you drive them or not. The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. The Surge Surf Factory. Keep your eye out for Wiz while you're here. Look at the notices on that board. No one paid much attention to them, it looks like. Wiz should be around here somewhere, probably taking care of his guppos. A Surge Surf Factory was one of the cleaner ways to make power. The thicker the surf became with goo, the more the machinery clogged up and stopped working. Like most things from the bygone. There are sure to be more tracks around here, maybe by the shore. Wuz isn't easy on the tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Wiz. You might remember him from the old days when he let you try his octopod? Wiz remembers you were such a cheery kid, and he's glad to see that light hasn't faded from you, despite the years. But Wiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get murkier the deeper you go. He set up camp at the foot of the Tree of Life. It's gotten more difficult for it to find defenseless prey, as it's already eaten most of them. Wiz says our memory keeps things for us, preserves them until we are ready to face them again. He knows you've returned to face Looper Lupin, and that confrontation is as inevitable as the tides. He knows that though the tides of history may push you in one direction, you can always lay your own course. He feels you've deserved revenge because of how you were wronged. You've suffered enough to make him pay.
That's so dark. I love it.
How can you love something you can't see?
You don't see love, you feel it.
The dark feels cold and lonely.
Not as lonely as you.
Asks if you ever think about freedom and whether any of us really has it. Did you make the decisions that brought you here, or are you just a pawn of... Maybe that's true for you, but he's not so sure about his own fate. Amazed the world is going to continue on, but happy to hear it. Still so many things to invent. Thinks you were smart to join with the Myriad. They have a rainbow of ways to approach any problem. Says they're unified in the ways that matter. But that's not nearly as important as this. Wiz says that you should let the past dwell in the depths, but there's something else down there too, gnawing at the Tree of Life. He's named it the Merc Puff. This is why he's Tinkertonkering with the octopod. But the lid got stuck, so he needs a big enough tug twister to open it up and let you a-going. He can't leave the surge station, so you must help him find a tug twister. There's a wound-up mecha fingro in the mecha stadium that still has one stuck on its back. Find it. Getting that tool will help turn around the situation for sure. It'll definitely help him unshut the hatch. Toxanol's mining led to mass deforestation and increased global warming, as nature couldn't absorb the carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas emissions without the trees. These irreversible changes to the climate also contributed to the evolution and modified our genetic code. It's shockingly dark out there. Ah, that wood scrap seems like it would be perfect for your plans. Bang Shelter 11E. Just the place to ride out a storm. It's becoming terminal. Your key energy isn't up to that. Slash them down. Heroes make for the best stories. It's up to you if you want to be one. like it's closing in around you. The best kind. Take the environment in and enjoy it while it lasts. An old home could be something to it. Wow! You're bruised. Nothing. That's the hut. Wonder if there's anything still inside. Look at that metal scrap over there. Heroes are only heroes for others, but they do the work, or they're heroes to no one. Some wood scrap. Always happy to find that. You found a bric-a-brac that's not absolutely flat. Found some e-waste? Worthwhile. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium is near here. Stories only survive if someone is listening, so need the right key. can see so much farther in the light. You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. That's too much distress. That's it. The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Feels good to be alive. Scrap's great for building things. A story has got to keep moving forward.
Nan Uyomteva?
He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes brute force won't do the trick. You need something slick.
Niram estamat karada.
Well, he means slick, as in greasy, so you can lube the hinges of the lid. He can't argue against the fact your fur's shiny.
Potirako.
He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he's all out.
Potirako.
He knows his old friend Choo Choo always keeps his grease sprinklers well filled. He should have an extra that you can borrow.
How ataka.
He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler.
Potirako.
Wants you to think of it as a... This day is as good as it's going to get. An old munch house. Imagine having hot food brought to you. You can never have too much scrap, plastic or otherwise. That'll come in handy. That's a putty-upper plaza. Some were actually trying to build something before it all started to end. Mush mush. You need to show your mount who's boss. When a story comes to you, pay attention. Don't blow air, you'll need it. Keep your feet beneath you. You feel bright-headed now. Still feel dizzy? That means you're still alive. You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find Choo-Choo here. We're all heroes of our own stories, or so we hope. Choo Choo knew you would make it to him one day. All you had to do was follow the steel path. The rails might be getting rusty, but eventually they all converge on him. Claims rails are like rules. If you follow them the way you're supposed to, everything good in life can roll your way. Says you followed the rails to where you need to be, but tracks have switches in them too. The question is then, will you keep on the same track or look for a way to hit that switch? You seem like you're on the right track already. He just hopes you don't get sidetracked onto a darker path. Whichever way you go, he wants you to know that the rails never steer you wrong. Stick to them and they always bring you right to where you're meant to be. Wants to know if you've ever regretted taking one track in life instead of another. If you could go back, would you switch tracks or keep chugging along the one you're on? Thinks everyone has. No one's perfect every time. Seems like the world came out of its rut and is chugging toward higher ground again. Can't thank you enough for hitting the brakes and working to turn the world chug around. But let's not get derailed. Says he's surprised to see anyone this far out, but sometimes the wrong train does take you to the right station. As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here, but now that he had to, he's really happy to see you. He says his name is Choo Choo. He's been off track since the world started dying, but he's trained his mind to stay positive, Thinks that's fine, but there's no path in this world that's not been already made. He's convinced the tracks are like the paths our lives take, and you must deal with the outcome, even if you didn't lay them yourself. This time, though, he was sidetracked and needs a new wing nut to get back on track. Wing nuts are easy to find, as they're fitted on any in-front chugger out there. The challenge is taking them off, so he's happy you're here to do it for him. Says he knew you would, like he knows the way the rails run. Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Wired up and ready to go. Should cover up your most important parts. What? Try to be friends with the beast. The Wingnut Chug Tunnel. It goes on forever. Gross. This place stinks. Slice and dice. That made it all worth it. It's like a whole different world down here. Sharp steel. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Move before it decides to have lunch. Hey, this is a chug depot. Might be able to catch a chugger here. This is all about you. Whether you succeed or fail, it's on you. Choo Choo says he knew you'd come through. If someone makes a stop at your station, it's for a good reason, but he understands no one gets their tracks greased for free. He'd be happy to part with his spare grease sprinkler, as he believes it's a great fit for any of your business that needs to be unstuck. He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart, in case of emergency.
Papatisma.
It's on the cart. He wants to keep it close by. In general, you won't have much time to act in case of an emergency.
Why?
Choo-Choo says you should help yourself to the grease sprinkler.
Chuchu.
It's a versatile tool from the bygone, a last of its kind, so don't let it go to waste.
Chuchu.
He's convinced you'll put it to good use, as there are lots of stuckies out there that need greasing to open.
Why?
Says he's glad to see it in good hands, rough as they might be.
Embrace the dark, and it will embrace you too.
Doesn't that make you want to shudder?
Yes, with delight. Oh, the dark feels so good.
I'll be over here.
No hugs for you.
Goyaba.
Choo-Choo says he can't wait to get out of this place.
Go, Zitaba.
So, says you covered the important things already.
So Dokudo. Lakoto.
You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box.
Masata Guntupa.
Choo-Choo,
Malam.
he's convinced.
Malam.
He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He's witnessed it himself.
Kamaba.
Figures everyone chooses their own path. The longer you ride the rails, though, the easier it is to travel with friends.
Koi.
Choo-Choo says he's ready to pack up and leave. Don't relax. Everyone else around here won't.
Kalai Arontul.
Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the Merkpuff until the octopod is properly armed.
Kalai Arontul.
He knows you'll need something that packs enough boom to put a dent in that shell, or better yet, head. Pyro sticks will do the trick.
Kapining Kai Kalai.
He says his old friend Boom makes all things that go bang.
Nan oko potayakya.
There's a rumor that some of Boom's pyro sticks shot off and are out there roaming free.
Velir nila chale.
You should keep an eye on the horizon for pyros. If you're fast, you have a shot at catching some of them before they go off.
Iruvante vacher.
Boom has named the place Puff Duff Bluff. It sounds silly, but it's an accurate description considering most of the pyros are duds, seeing as they're as old as the old world.